What's up, everyone? This is the Raw Truth coming at you with part 2 of this story called Racist Boy Dies for 3 Minutes, says Jesus is a nigger. Yo, I can't make this shit up. I can't make this shit up at all. But in order to destroy lies, you have to hear the truth. So it says, Jesus was a coon too. Jesus wasn't white like Daddy said he is. And that's let you know that white supremacists, the racist white supremacists, this is something that is taught to them. They were born into it and they were taught that. But what's happening now is some of the white supremacists, and I'm checking YouTube videos, they're understanding, well, wait a minute, if black people are the real Jews, if Jesus Christ is a black man, and Jesus Christ died for his people must be black. And the thing that is making a whole lot of other nations scared and very intimidated is because there is a phrase in the good old Bible that told Abraham that his seed, it goes from Abraham, Isaac to Jacob, that anybody who blesses you, I will bless them. Anybody who curses you, I will curse them. So now, it has been embedded in our minds like crazy, this scripture. Because this scripture was read so many times when it was talking about Jewish people in Israel. When it was talking about Jewish people in Israel, you know how many times I heard this scripture? We must bless Israel. If we don't bless Israel or do for Israel, then we cannot be blessed. We're Gentiles. We got to bless Israel. We got to bless Israel. Because, see, if we curse Israel, if we go against Israel, then we will be cursed ourselves. We heard it in the Christian church. We heard it on John Fat-Ass Hagee, who's a Freemason himself, when he was bigging up Jewish people like crazy. But now motherfuckers is understanding that those people in Israel aren't the real Jews, that the black people are the real Jews, and that the Bible is a black man's history and Hispanic man history and Native American Indian man history, Jamaican and Haitian history, Seminole Indian history. When they found that out, they know that we are blessed, that this system is rigged against us to oppress us like crazy, and now they know there has to be a judgment. So in order to destroy lies, a lot of times, well, the Most High will raise up his people, but he also go to other nations to admit it, because if those other nations don't say anything, then a lot of people won't listen to us. You know what we talking about. Us brother knows what we talk about. We tell them that Jesus is a black man. What do y'all say? Color don't matter. Oh, color don't matter, man. Jesus, he's Jesus. But for some reason, when this boy dies, God seen it fit to let all you motherfuckers know that color does matter, or he wouldn't have put that in this 13-year-old racist boy who came from the Ku Klux Klan. He said Jesus is a nigger. He's a coon. He's not white like Daddy said. Then it says, I asked my father, why is Jesus a nigger? He couldn't answer. I've been taught that God and Jesus hate niggers, that God cursed them by turning their skin black, that they were mud people. Understand that this little boy, 13-year-old boy, told this news organization that his father taught him that God hate niggers, that God turned our skin black, because he hate niggers. Well, I got a question, white supremacists. White supremacy, excuse me, I got a question for you. That sun, S-U-N, that's up there, blesses niggers. But that same sun made y'all go to the supermarkets and buy sunscreen lotion so y'all could protect yourself against the sun. Make that make sense to me. But it's kind of funny though. He said that he was taught this, that God and Jesus hate niggers, but now he's seeing that Jesus Christ is a black man. Folks, this is black history. The Messiah himself is a black man. So the greatest man that ever walked the face of this planet is a black man, will always be a black man. But remember, Christ said, when you see me, you see the Father. So you can pretty much know that God too is a black man. That's your Daniel 7:9. I love this. I love this like crazy. Then it says, well, remember when he asked his father couldn't say nothing. You know why his father couldn't say nothing? You know why his father didn't refuse to answer his own son? Because his father know. When you create a system to be superior, in all reality, by logic, you think you have already found yourself inferior. Or why would you continue to promote white racism? Then it says, Billy's father said his son's experience has not made him question white supremacy and an Anglo-Saxon Jesus. Well, his dad is a fucking fool again. Let's go with Anglo-Saxons. Anglo-Saxons is Latin. And what do Anglo-Saxon and Latin means? Angelic sons of Isaac. Angelic sons of Isaac are people of color. So by default, that made him ignorant right there. Anglo-Saxon Jesus. Anglo-Saxon has nothing to do with Caucasian history. It has everything to do with black history. And you got to understand, the hoods that you see in the hood and the robes that you see that little boy rearing, that actually was part of our history, black history too. Get a book called KKK Copy Black Hebrew Israelites. Because in Spain, when we ruled during the Byzantine Empire, we wore those uniforms. We had the Negro Order, and the Negro Order, we was doing the commandments. So the Ku Klux Klan got their hoods and stuff from us. Not only that, the Ku Klux Klan called themselves Aryan Nation, the Aryans or the Persians, and the Persians are people of color too. Then they call themselves the Nazis. I'm neo-Nazi. Well, that word Nazi, when you look at the statue of Buddha, it has this swastika. And the Buddha religion derives from Hindu, because Nazi is a Hindu word. Who is the Hindus? People of color too. So basically what white supremacy did is they stole everybody else's history and called themselves that, and then promote that as if they are them and they are not, but mainly our history. Then it says, it's kind of disturbing to me that he came back with stories of nigger heaven. He told reporters, but clearly my son is suffering from some sort of schizophrenia or something. There's no way Jesus is a nigger. I'm going to have my boy put in psychotic medications. Well, Mr. White Supremacy White Man, what your son said is documented in scripture. It's documented in history. It's documented. Your son looked at you and said, Daddy, you are a fucking liar. Jesus Christ is a nigger. And you're talking about nigger heaven, but meanwhile, we got white supremacy heaven down here. White people own everything. They own the media. They own a whole lot of things. They even stole a whole lot of things, and things that they stole, they say that they are owners of. So, Black history. No, what I want my black people to understand is fuck February. Fuck February. Fuck Black History Month. Because Black History Month has done us a disservice. Every time Black History comes, they give us Martin Lucifer Coon, Michael King, aka Martin Luther King, who was never a doctor anyway, who was part of the Boule. And then, yes, I'm going to hurt a whole lot of motherfuckers, too. They give us Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass was not a black man. Frederick Douglass, his name was Aaron Anthony. And Aaron Anthony was a white slave master who abandoned his son because his son came out looking like his mother, dark, because it was a lot of bedwench black women back then. And Aaron Anthony had nothing to do with Frederick Douglass. So Frederick Douglass, what happens when white people don't want to have anything to do with they so-called mixed kids? The so-called mixed kids come to try to fit in. And what do they try to fit in? They try to fit in and try to do things for black folks. But Frederick Douglass himself was a Freemason too. So was Marcus Garvey. That's why it's kind of funny. Umar Johnson, Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass, all three are Freemasons. It's not something. I'm finding all kind of shit. Marcus Garvey tried to go back to Africa, try to do some shit. No, he broke the fucking oath. That's why he got shut the fuck down. He got shut the fuck down. Y'all kind of shit is coming out. So they're giving us Marcus Garvey. They're giving us Malcolm X. And Malcolm X, uh-oh. There's pictures of Malcolm X with his Freemasonic signs. See, all the black leaders that we have, that we thought that we have, ain't shit. They give us all these people, always talking about, and then they give us Harriet Tubman. No, they give us a whole lot. It's like they give us people. I always gotta say this: if white people is propping certain black people up, be wary, because they will not pop up the truth. They will not do that. They cannot pop up the truth because their job in the white media is to deceive everybody. That's kind of funny. A racist boy, a Ku Klux Klan member, said out of his mouth that heaven is nigger heaven. Heaven is nigger heaven. Folks, you gotta understand something. Black folks, you have to understand. We have always been a nation where other nations have studied us. And every single nation has done their scholarly work and studied us. Is coming out with the same thing that this racist white boy is saying. It's time for y'all to wake the fuck up. I mean, and I read this article, I had to say, is this shit real? I mean, what the fuck? But then again, it has to be real to me. And the reason why it has to be real is because I'm noticing some videos, and you gotta search real good on YouTube and shit, on a lot of people of other nations are starting to admit this. And I've never seen so many videos coming up like crazy. They're just popping up. Search on Gentiles know who we are. Gentiles who know who we are. When you type in Gentiles know who knows who we are, there's a bunch of white people and other nations who are admitting who we are. And that destroys that the Bible is a white man's book. It cannot be. It cannot be. Christianity may be white supremacist, but the Bible isn't. It can't be. Because everybody serves in the Christian church a white Jesus who came without sexual intercourse. But in that same Bible that these stupid ass, dumb ass Christians have, tells you that Jesus Christ was a black man who turned 12 during Passover and who was created through sexual intercourse. So if anybody want to study black history, study the Bible. It's to the point that now top scholars are running from us because the truth is out. And the good Lord always says, the truth shall make you free. So whenever black history is going on, cut your fucking TV off. Throw all of your so-called good men and women. Take them off. Shoot, I remember I used to have pictures of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Frederick Douglass. I used to idolize, I have to be honest, I used to idolize them. People told me about Elijah Muhammad, Louis Farrakhan, and now every person that I've idolized, I've like totally dismissed from my life. All of them. All of them. Because the one that is the creator and the one that is the only begotten son, white supremacy, Ku Klux Klan, I look like them and they look like me. So all you black women, black women who love white supremacy, remember, God is fucking with your white supremacy, because now your white supremacy has to admit now the truth. And I'm talking about you swirlers, because this 13-year-old boy died, and in the afterlife he's seen the rules reversed. Whoop! Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know. You know, I may lose some white people who are subscribers to me, but I don't care. You know why I don't care? And I don't give a fuck? Because the only thing I care about is the truth. And if any lies out there wants to sit up there and come against the truth, it should be the same as you trying to come against me. So let me know how all of y'all feel about this shit. You know, what does y'all think? I know my boy who will love posting scriptures, who got free range. I know he gonna be posting a whole lot of shit. But go ahead, post on, brother. Think he go by Psalms 144. I gotta find him. But yep. But let me know what y'all think about this black history. Because black history to me is a fucking joke. You ain't teaching black history until you taught the Bible. When you taught the Bible, and understand this too, before I go, I'm going to reiterate a couple songs. Remember, on the cotton field, or in the cotton field, when we was picking cotton, what did our ancestors sing? Go down, Moses! Why did we sing Go Down, Moses? Black folks? Because it was Moses who delivered us out of Egypt that God used. God used Moses to deliver us out of Egypt. So we sung a song in commemoration of the slavery, hard bondage that we were in Egypt. And we are in this slavery in Egypt called America. We have driver's license, you have social security number, that's all dealing with slavery. A lot of us want to get all big and bad and shit. Oh, we have businesses, but yet you have to go through every other nation to get your shit to start your own business. Then we sung another song, and this song is a prophecy. This song said, swing low, sweet chariots. As I look over the Jordan, what do I see? The angels of heaven coming to bring me home. When you look over the Jordan, once again, listen, motherfuckers, you're not looking into Africa. You look over the Jordan, you're looking in Jerusalem. So our ancestors was talking about going back home to Jerusalem. Isn't that something? So we have two slave spiritual songs. That's all goes back to the Bible. And what God did to this racist white boy to show you that he could go and touch a racist white boy, to let you black folks know you are the chosen. So black history is Israelite history. It's Jew history. It's Hebrew Israelite history. Has nothing to do with Africa. Because the Africans, who are the children of Ham, got together with the Muslims, who are the children of Ishmael, and sold us to white people in the so-called Jews, Jewish people. Synagogue of Satan financed. So, once again, let me know how y'all feel about it, but this is some good black history shit. Love it. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me hear what you have to say. I'm really excited to hear y'all feedback. But a lot of y'all don't like to leave comments. Y'all like to watch, but you don't like to leave comments. But till then, I'm the raw truth. Fuck you. I'm out. Peace.